How's it going, guys? I'm back again. Okay, so within this video, we're gonna work on setting up the functionality to reactivate an account when it's been deactivated. So that's basically when this field, the active field, is set to 0. So I'm gonna set. In the last video, we were able to verify Joe's account. So we set up our verification process, and we're gonna pretty much use some of the stuff that we've used in that video in this one. So I'm gonna set Joe's account to 0 so that it's not active. And then one of the main reasons is I actually forgot to hash the password. So as you can see, it's stored as a plain text password over there. So we need to change that. So for now, I'll set, I'm gonna say active set to 0. So user ID is obviously 4, and then that's it. Let's test. Let's check now. Okay, so Joe is set to 0 there. So now um, what we need to do is here within the index page, we're going to now set the post mapping for the deactivated page. All right, so this is going to change from get to post mapping, and then we're going to change that to account deactivated. Okay, so the only request parameter we're going to need is the email. Okay, so right, and then okay, don't need that. And then let me see. Okay, so we then need to send okay, we need to create a method within here. So this should be our last method. So it's going to be public. So this will take two parameters. It's going to be email and then token. All right. I'm just going to copy some stuff from here just to save some time. Actually, let me take this one. All right. So let's change that to that, and then here we're going to update. And then what do we need? We need that, the verification token, equal to, we're going to say that. All right, so the first parameter obviously is going to be the token field. Okay, and then the email is going to stay the same. All right, and then what else? Now we need to get roles affected. This needs to change to update. Then we're going to change that to if. In fact, I'm going to copy it. Roles affected. Um, all right. So what we're basically doing is we're going to take the email that the user is going to be giving us or passing in into our form here. I'll show you. Um, in fact, let me just run the server while I'm explaining. So basically, what we're going to do here is we're going to take in the email and then set a new verification token here within the verification token field. And then from there on, we're gonna send an email along with that verification token the same way we did when we registered the user. So basically that's what we're going to do, and then we're going to pretty much use the same method that we used up here to update the user's account or change the user or to assist the user in changing the password, um yeah, which is this one over here. And then from there on, the user then should have been would have been able to activate reactivate their account. So uh, and I was actually lying earlier on. We're gonna need another method over here. Let me check this out. So let me just refresh this. So if we try to log in with, let me just copy that. So if we try to log in, since his account is not active, it's not gonna allow us. So all right, so it's now taking us to the account deactivated page. So basically, we then gonna need to set the email that the user registered or has been registered with, and then we're gonna pass in the this value here within our controller over here, the post mapping controller. So we're gonna get that value, and then we're gonna reset the token, and then also send an email. So basically, that's what we need to do. So I can stop this now. Okay. So okay, so we got the token over there. So if it failed, what we need to do is we set that there, but this time we're going to send it to the error page. uh, so we'll just say something went wrong, please contact at right. All right, and then okay. All right, so otherwise if all, oh yeah, the other thing is we're gonna need to get the, what's that email functionality? Oh, it's in the admin control. So otherwise we're gonna take this. All right, so we're gonna take that very same token and send it along with that email, and then obviously it's gonna send that email message to. We're gonna change the subject to activate your account. All right, and then in fact, why am I doing this? I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna take that. We're just gonna say form um, submitted. Forms are submitted successfully. So here within the success page, we already have a success message, so it should display that. So what else do I need to check? I need to check for something else. Okay, so we're setting the token here. It's gonna send an email to that user along with that new verification token after it has set it up. And then what else? Yeah, I think that's basically it, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, yeah, I think that's basically it. The only thing that's left now is to test it out. So let me just quickly run the server, and then we'll see if it will work out. Alright guys, the server is now up, so let's just test the account there. So again, we're gonna say John Doe, and then just gonna put in some gibberish there. Right, so we did our check. So now we're gonna put in the email that we're supposed to get a notification from. I'm gonna submit that. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. Right, so currently the server is trying to connect to the SMTP server. Okay, so it says it's successfully delivered. So let's just check our application. All right, so we got our success message. All right, so if we go to mail trap, there we got our email there, activate your account. And then obviously we're gonna click on that link. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay, so it looks like it redirected us to the to the previous link. I'm not sure why it did that, but as you can see, that token over there, F8 F8787, I mean F878512A. So if you check within your database, that's the exact same token. All right, so here then, oh, before we actually change this password, uh, let me set the method for hashing the password. So we basically gonna be, this is where we verify our account, right? So here we need to get, we need to hash the password. So obviously we're gonna say string hashed password will equal to hash dot hash password, and then obviously we're gonna put in the password the user is placing in within the field. And then instead of that password, we're going to place in the hashed one. All right, so I'm going to rerun the server, and then we're going to test it out again. All right, guys, the server is up. Let's test it out. Let me just refresh. Okay, so still getting our page, so I'm going to put in the password over there. Let me just double check and see if I'm not using caps. Okay, it's small caps. All right, so I'm going to say password. Right, and then I'm going to submit. Okay, so we've managed to successfully change our password. So if you just double check within the database, so if you remember, we had this token over here, it should be null, and then that should be set to, oh shit, well, it should be set to active again. So hopefully everything went well. All right, so now the account is now active, and that token shouldn't be there. So let me say back to home. All right, so let me see if when I try to access that link again, is it still gonna let me through? All right, so as you can see, our functionality still works, and so it doesn't allow us to go to that verify page again. And so yeah, okay, so yeah guys, I think that's it in terms of the tutorial. That was the last thing we needed to do within our application. So overall, even the one last thing we can do is just check and see if John Doe can log into the system or not. uh, John Doe, let's say password. Oh, by the way, did I show you that the password? Okay, so the password was hashed. All right, so that's also fine. So we can say password 123. Okay, so we are now able to log in. So as you can see, John Doe is now signed in with a verified account and all of that. All right, guys. So I don't think if I even showed you guys, all I did here was just create a list of, or just should display the user's details and all of that. But yeah, that's basically it for the application. So we are able to successfully sign in, verify accounts, and so forth. Just gonna log out there. Okay. Okay, guys. So that basically concludes this particular project. Um, um, that was all. I think that was the last step that we needed to do. So yeah, yeah, there's nothing else. In any case, again, guys, for those of you who haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe. Again, I appreciate all the support, and then I'll be seeing you guys within the next video. Cheers for now.